Hello, Gary Blue. Just mute what I was listening to. Hello, Gary Blue. How are you today? Right, we got a tiny little. I'm just rescuing two Kerbals just to start us off with getting some contracts out the way, get a little bit of cash in. Oh, let me check if status works. Let me check if status works now. Because status was in an else if, and I've changed it. Yes, it works now. It works. Right. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. So, hang on. Right. So that's 0.2. Right. We'll do that maneuver. Money going down? Yeah, money's going down. Money's going down. And we still got a good amount because the graph scales. The graph up here scales. So it looks like we got less than we actually have, but I'd still like to keep it over 1 million, you know, just in case we have anything wrong and something crashes or on takeoff and we lose a lot of money. I mean, I can change it to the graph. If I changed it to the graph not scaling, it wouldn't move very much. So the graph scales. So it looks like we've lost a lot of money. Or it looks like we lost more money than we have. That's because we were playing with other craft yesterday and we weren't doing anything useful, weren't making any in-game money, any Kerbal bucks. So we'll just do these two contracts now. We've got two contracts to get these two Kerbals. How's the plane go yesterday? We still didn't get it off the ground. We still didn't get it off the water. I angled the engines up and it still wouldn't go. So what I think I'll do is, if we go back to it at some point, maybe later, I'll stick the engines on a hinge, and I might try and stick more engines on it. That's if we go back to it. So what is that? 0.8 ways. Make that 0.4, 0.2. That'll do. Like a quadcopter. I think what we'll do, we'll have the Goliath engines. We'll stick a hinge on the bottom of the wing and have the Goliath engines hinge up to about 45 degrees, so that half the thrust goes into lift. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Because if we try to do a quadcopter, I think it needs to be a whole different vehicle. Let's try and get this Kerbal back just as a small contract. go. We got them. Right, let's bring them back. we got to get the other Kerbal. Got to go and get the other Kerbal, and then bring the launch stages back. Yeah, I think it's in the air over the runway. I think it's in the air over the runway that you've got to get some science or EVA or something when you're over the runway. I got a feeling it's EVA. We can experiment once we come back. Oh, see, I'm not paying attention. I'm not watching the other monitor. Now we're apoapsis is way too high. See, it's my fault listening to videos on the other monitor. All right, we've just got to deal with it. Just waiting for it to go over 70. There you go. Why is this not working? Hang on. Hang on. Why is this not working? Why are we not? Why isn't this not going down? This has happened a few times recently. I thought I was skilled enough at doing this. Right, periapsis is at 74. So let's raise the periapsis a little bit just to make sure that we're in safe. Well, the inclination's fine, 0.0. 0.0. That's fine. Right, a little bit to the right. Add maneuver. Right, this is going to put our periapsis at 72, which is quite low, actually. It's quite low. But 0.3 array. So it doesn't matter if we've got that set to orbit or target, because it's still going to go to for the maneuver node. Right, there we go. Warp to next maneuver. So we're there. We have 100. We have 14 meters per second to go. Why is this halfway down? So we need to look at where the periapsis is going. Right, that's 0, 0. And our periapsis is 70.9494, so it's quite low. But now, this is the thing for our next orbit is too far away. It's a bit strange. It's got to be because we're too low. See, if I do this to change this to get closer, our periapsis is going to go in the atmosphere. We can't do that. So if we have this on this side of this node here, it means we're going to decrease the apoapsis. If we have it on this side, we raise the apoapsis, and because we're on the higher orbit, we want to decrease the apoapsis. Of course, that's going to put the periapsis at 76. That's better than last time. 0.5, 0.8. Well, no, let's do with 0.8. What's next maneuver? I feel as if I'm going stupid and I've made a mistake. Like 47 meters per second burn. Getting a bit closer to the node. Right, then we can do a burn from there. See, why isn't this going down? Why isn't this going down? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong and I don't understand. You know, I've got thousands of hours in this game. Thousands of hours in Kerbal. I know what I'm doing. There's something obvious I'm missing. First, I will switch off others' trajectories for a cleaner view. That's a good idea. You know what? That's a good idea. We need that. What are we anyway? Can leave them on. Yeah, that's a good idea, Gary. All right, periapsis is 72. So we can do it there, raise the apoapsis, but then that's going to mean we're going to have a larger orbit because we want to decrease our orbits. That when we come alongside, we'd have a more difference in speed, whereas if this is this side, when we come alongside our target, we're going to have a more similar difference in speed. So right, we bring that down, and then the next orbit should be 0.5, and the periapsis there is 60. That's probably where it's going wrong. Our periapsis is diffing in the atmosphere. That's why I reckon it's going wrong. That's where I reckon it's going wrong. So if we do that to bring our periapsis out of the atmosphere, so the periapsis in our next orbit will be 76. And then that should fix it, right? Right? There. That should fix it. F5. Try anti-normal. But then inclination is already fine. Our inclinations are perfect. So there's no need to change inclination. Oh, we'll try it now. So though we're by there, I do the burn closer to the node because we've only got 42 meters per second to burn. So move forward a little bit, and then we're pointing in the right direction. Burn. See, now it's going down. Yeah, I got a feeling the periapsis was going into the atmosphere. Yeah, we used the blue nodes, which is radial in, radial out. We did a radial in so we could adjust the orbit. Radial in, that's what we did. That's what we changed. Because that like moves the orbit. What's the word? Not eccentricity. Right. So when we pass here, we're going to be fine, right? There. Oh, we're still 14.3 kilometers away, but we can adjust that with the RCS. We could adjust that with the RCS. There we go. With pointed orbit, can adjust that. There we go. 0.5, 0.3. That'll do. Turn RCS off so we don't use it. Periapsis is still outside of the atmosphere. We warp to here, and we're fine. Yeah, I got a feeling it's because the periapsis was going into the atmosphere and it was calculating the periapsis going into the atmosphere. Yes, it's still above the atmosphere now. Yeah, periapsis down here. So when we come perfectly perpendicular is when we want to be at 0. Our difference in speed is going to be 0 when we go perfectly perpendicular. Or perfectly parallel, rather. Or perpendicular, parallel, whatever. One of those works. We're alongside. And now, as long as our difference in speed is 0, we're not going to be moving too far away from it very fast. Why you don't do any SSTO yet for savings? We've got one. We've built one. We had a problem. We had a problem to refuel it. We couldn't refuel it on the ground because we tried to make a 100% reusable rocket. We tried it not so long ago. Tried it not so long ago, but we were unable to refuel it on the ground. We'll try it. We can try it again. We landed it, and I've built a vehicle because it lands with chutes. I built a vehicle to repack the chutes, and it lands vertically. But what problem? Well, because we've had a docking port on the side, so we could refuel it. We built a vehicle to refuel it, but the controls in the dialogue windows to transfer the fuels never appeared. I'm not sure if there's a bug in the game or is there something we're missing. I only recovered it because I think we needed the money. Because it was out on the pad. It was out at KSC for a while. In some of the other streams. Oh, it's a ball. Where's the bottom of the ball? We can try it again. But of course, once we've launched it, that's the money we've put into launching it, we don't get back. So it's going to take a while to pay for itself. I don't know, I don't like that. I think it's too unrealistic. You're not going to stick a claw through the side of a machine to refuel it. The other way I was thinking is have a Kerbal out there and put a fuel pipe on there. Put a fuel pipe on it, and then I'd rather use a docking port than the claw. Because I want to say keep some modicum of realism. That's why I don't use all the engines. I restrict the number of engines, the types of engines I use. And I don't like too much clipping. I want to keep it somewhat realistic. See, my PDA is acting up with your questioning. Hang on, we're going to the lander. Lander's back up. That. I got 2 videos I've made this week about PDA, which is pathological demand avoidance, which I've got, which is part of my ASD. I got you, but you'll end up with a KIS mod to actually... But you will need a KIS mod to actually take a Kerbal EVA and pull a whole hose. Oh, right, the Kerbals can't do it themselves, can they? Without a mod. They can't use the thing. I would rather use a docking port anyway. We can try it again. Because I've built a whole vehicle that will dock to it. I'm not going to install any other mods unless I really want one. I'm going to try. Well, what I mean is, I'm going to try and resist installing more mods. No, they can't without the mod. I understand less mods. I play vanilla, yeah. Alright. Well, I want to try it again, because, I mean, it would be a useful thing to have. It would be a useful thing to have. You know, because I had it sitting out there for a while, for a few weeks. Let's try and launch it again. I can't remember what it's called. So this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, it's this one. I'm going to move those wings slightly back. Right, no Kerbals. So get the Kerbals off. We don't want the Kerbals on there. Try to make some sort of plane to launch and land horizontally like a plane. I've tried that before, but we didn't get very far. Well, that's something else we could try again. not going to be able to get this back. We should have done, when we were at high altitude, should have done more of a burn. I don't think we're going to get this back. Well, bloody try. We'll try. What happened then? Could have been closer to the space center. How much fuel did we have? 102 units of fuel left. Oh, hang on. Is it going to be flat enough? Should have waited a bit longer. So many parachutes. We've got to make sure it gets down in one piece. That's why. Here we go. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Make sure the fuel's in the bottom so it doesn't tip over. Okay, let's get the. We've got to pack the parachutes, and then we'll. Where's the vehicle to pack the parachutes? There's 2 vehicles we've got to repack it and re-prepare it. So I'm bringing them both out. The first one I was just moving it closer. We haven't got it all in one vehicle yet. At least I didn't even think about putting it in one vehicle. What's with all the questions tonight, Gary? There's no fuel. There's no fuel controls. There's no fuel transfer controls. That's the problem we had. There's no fuel transfer controls. You need 2 yellow lines to make it work. No, you only need 1 to transfer between. But anyway, we've got this fuel tank selected. We've got this fuel tank selected. See, there's fuel in there. So it doesn't. This fuel tank is completely irrelevant at the moment because there's fuel in here, and there's still no fuel transfer. What I might do is post on somewhere, or talk to some of the people I know on Discord who know the game intimately and develop for it. So there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. So I got a screenshot now. Crossfeed. Let's check crossfeed just in case. Disable crossfeed. See, so crossfeed is enabled. Disable crossfeed. Enable crossfeed. See, crossfeed is enabled. Yeah, crossfeed's enabled. Yeah, I don't know either. There's probably something really simple that we don't know or we're missing. What I was thinking about doing is making another vehicle that can physically pick it up and lay it down on its side and move it about. That's another thing I was thinking of doing. You know, for tourist contracts, you know, like suborbital and orbital round Kerbin tourist contracts would be good. We could just go up and down and not spend any money. You're just only spending the fuel. So, like you said earlier, it would save money, but at least on those contracts, or just to take a Kerbal into orbit, we can then dock to it and take the Kerbals out or something. We got that wing in the way. Don't hit it. Try to get closer. Oh, we could do all the shoots last time, couldn't we? We could do all the shoots. Yeah, we need more of a platform. I know. Oh, can she reach him? Yes. Yeah, that's all the ones there. No, 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 no. Get back in the seat. Oh, there's no, because I think, yeah, we got a couple of, we got the drag chutes at the top. Jump! Jump in. Needs to be a safety rail. Is that it? Yes, just those two. Do a black flip. There you go. So that's how we repack the chutes. I think that's all the chutes. Yeah, we just can't. Oh, hang on. Why is that say in and out there? It's doing it now. It's doing it now. See? It's doing it now. It's got it now. I don't understand. Right, hang on. Let's leave that tank there. So why didn't it do it earlier? So it's doing it now. Yeah, don't know. Because if I know if it works all the time, we'll build a bigger vehicle with more fuel on it. You know, so we don't want it tipping over. Let's put fuel in the bottom tank. I mean, is it electric charge related or something? It was connected in 100%. Right, if we have 5 now, maybe when you reload it, it's clicked. Yeah, I mean, thing is, look, hang on, look, where's aim camera? Those docking ports look like slightly out of a line. Undock, right. Oh, we've got a broken wheel. We got 2 broken wheels. All right, Edney, get off. Can you repair the wheel? Oh, repair kit. We need a repair kit. Repair kit's over there. All right, get out, Edney. We've got 2 repair kits over there. We should carry... Hang on, we might have a repair kit in here. Yeah, we do. That's a repair kit, isn't it? Yeah. No broken wheels. Because the wheels were fine when we went to it. When must have been when we tabbed back, the wheels broke or something. He's going to walk underneath. Needs 2 by 2. I need 2 repair kits. Oh, right, okay. Does he really need to carry an EVA pack? He's got an EVA pack on him. He doesn't need it. Right. Get back in your vehicle. Go. Right, let's go recover this, and then we'll bring it back out again and see if we can try it again. Maybe it's when we switched back to it and it reloaded or something, or just... I don't know. It's a mystery. I mean, under the hood, Kerbal is not the best app in the world, is it? My cat has just woken up. And she's walking around. Hang on, let me just see where my cat's gone. Yeah, my cat's just left my room for some reason. Maybe she wants to go to the litter tray or something. I don't know. Yeah, my cat is 11 on Friday. It's her 11th birthday. How many cisterns do you need to fully refuel? I don't know, because we've never done this before. The reason why I've made this vehicle, the reason why it's only got small fuel tanks on it, is because we didn't know whether it would actually work. And it doesn't work. We got this problem. So if we can get it working every single time, then we'll build a bigger vehicle with more fuel on it to fully refuel it. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. It's 1:52 now. Yeah, it's just a proof of concept. Yeah, just a proof of concept. So I stick Edney in there again. Edney's in there. Right. Make sure he's an engineer. Oh, should we stick some more repair? We'll stick some more repair kits. He doesn't need the EVA, but he'll have it on him anyway. Repair kits. Repair kits. Yeah, you can carry a bunch on him. Yeah, I got some chicken in the fridge downstairs, so I can go downstairs and after I finish this, I'll go downstairs and make some chicken wraps, chicken tortillas, and my cat will be following me, and she'll come behind. She'll have some chicken as well. I've got to go out and buy her a tuna fillet or a mackerel fillet, and I'll give that to her on Friday as a birthday present. Okay. Put storage next to the wheels. Yeah. I don't know. It's okay. They can walk. It's not far. Should have remembered which extension, how much extension we needed. All right. Just watching Eddie's comments. And, all right. Okay. Just reminded me of the chimneys I saw at Tagawa Ita. The shadow. I'm sure we can get better than that. Right, there we go. It's connected. So I wonder if we need to straighten that out a bit. Right, there you go. There's one. There's two. And there's nothing there. There's no... I'm making a rocket right now, and for some reason retrograde and prograde are swapped. Oh, you've got the whatever you're controlling with is the wrong way around. The control is like it's like this the remote guidance unit up here. If I go aim camera, that's you got something like that. That's the wrong way around. You can click something else and then. Control from a different part. Reload this craft. What I'm going to do is tab to a different one. No. Because what we did last time is we drove around with that, didn't we? We drove around with this. And we did things with this. You know, if we go out of range of it and then go back within range. Oh, well done, well done, Cryptic. It's just like there's a problem there, and you think, what the hell's causing that? What the hell's like? I mean, the thing with Kerbal. No, go back to Space Center. Yeah, okay, all right. We'll go back to the Space Center. Back to reload. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, okay, we'll try that. Go back to the Space Center, and then because there is a certain range of how many kilometers where it unloads the vehicle, isn't there? There is a certain range. Because I got vehicles over there which I'm worried about causing problems because they could be within range, like stuff in museum pieces. .5 kilometers. Fly. Right, is this going to work? Place your bets. One dialogue box, two. It worked. You know what, Gary? You may have come up with a fix. You may have come up with a fix. I didn't think that would work. I didn't think that would work. You may have come up with a fix. There you go. Yeah, I had no faith in that working. Okay, it worked. Well, the wheels are broken again. The wheels are broken again. Backseat play, I know. Yeah. Backseat play. I was going to criticise you for backseat playing earlier, but then you just fixed this. All right. Edney's got some wheels to fix again. Go on, Edney, get out. Right, fixing the wheels is just a minor problem, isn't it? We can easily fix the wheels. Well, out of the way, Edney. Right, get back in your craft, Edney. Oh, he's broke a wheel again. At least now I think we can concentrate on... oh, he's still got 2 repair kits on him. We can make a bigger vehicle now with more durable undercarriage, more durable wheels. Yeah, we can make another vehicle now with more durable wheels. Yeah, I'm hungry, so I think I'm going to take a break. It's 2:06 in the morning. And how long have I been streaming for? 1 hour 52. That's broken as well. That's broken. So we need to build another refueling vehicle that can actually connect to it. Huge wheels if you have them. We've got the big wheels which are on the chat controlled rover. Oh, those sort of wheels, is it? All right, recover this. My cat is about to jump on the desk. She's sat beside me and she's watching the desk. Go on. Do you want to jump on the desk? She's going to meow for attention any second now, and I'm hungry, so I think I'm going to stop streaming for tonight. I know it's only a shorter stream. What? No, my cat doesn't want to jump, because my cat jumps on the desk and sits in front of the monitor. There's pictures in the slideshow somewhere of her in front of the monitor. She'll sit in front of the monitor or try and sit on the keyboard. Need attention, yeah. I mean, it's Thursday now, isn't it? It's Thursday. It's a birthday tomorrow. Yeah, wait for the picture. That's the Christmas tree. There you go. See, she sits in front of the monitor and does things like that, and just chases things around the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming now. I'm hungry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting, Gary. Cryptic came in as well. Cryptic was here, and there's probably some lurkers. All right. Yeah, thank you for being here, and good night, good morning. That's what you're always saying is good night, good morning.